In a stark and alarming warning that has escalated tensions between Russia and the West, Russian President Vladimir Putin stated that if Ukraine is allowed to use long-range missiles to strike targets within Russia, it would mean that NATO countries are effectively at war with Moscow. This statement, made during a press briefing, underscores the precarious nature of the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and the potential for a significant escalation.
Did you know you can easily earn extra income? No experience or big investments needed? Discover how in the link in the description. Don't miss this opportunity.
The context of Putin's warning. Putin's comments come amid discussions among US and UK officials regarding Ukraine's request for greater flexibility in using Western-supplied long-range weapons. The Ukrainian government has been advocating for the ability to strike deeper into Russian territory, arguing that such actions are necessary to counter the ongoing aggression from Moscow. During the briefing, Putin emphasized that allowing Ukraine to deploy these missiles would fundamentally alter the nature of the conflict, indicating that NATO's involvement would no longer be indirect. He stated, "This would signify that NATO nations, including the US and European countries, are at war with Russia." The implications of this statement are profound, as it raises the specter of direct military confrontation between Russia and NATO forces. The potential for miscalculation and escalation is a significant concern for military analysts and policymakers alike. The current situation in Ukraine. As the conflict continues, Ukraine has made significant advances in its military capabilities, receiving support from Western allies. The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken recently indicated that Washington is reviewing its stance on Ukraine's use of long-range missiles, which could include British-made Storm Shadow cruise missiles. This potential shift in policy has been met with apprehension in Moscow, with officials warning that it could lead to dire consequences. The Kremlin has also claimed recent territorial gains in the Kursk region, where Ukrainian forces had previously made advances. This back and forth in territorial control highlights the ongoing volatility of the situation and the stakes involved for both sides. The Ukrainian military has been under pressure to respond effectively to Russian advances, and the debate over long-range missile capabilities has intensified as a result. The broader implications of NATO's involvement. Putin's assertion that NATO would be at war with Russia if Ukraine is permitted to strike deep into Russian territory raises critical questions about the alliance's role in the conflict. Historically, NATO has been cautious about direct involvement in Ukraine to avoid provoking a wider war. However, as the situation evolves, the lines between support and direct engagement are becoming increasingly blurred. Experts warn that allowing Ukraine to use long-range missiles could lead to a dangerous escalation, potentially drawing NATO into a direct military confrontation with Russia. This scenario poses significant risks not only to regional stability but also to global security, especially considering the nuclear capabilities of both Russia and NATO member states. The stakes are higher than ever, and the potential for a misstep could have catastrophic consequences. The need for diplomatic solutions. As tensions continue to rise, the international community must navigate this complex landscape with caution. The potential for miscalculation is high, and the consequences of escalating the conflict could be catastrophic. Putin's warning serves as a reminder of the delicate balance that exists in the region and the need for diplomatic solutions to avoid further escalation. Both NATO and Russian officials must engage in constructive dialogue to de-escalate tensions and prevent a direct military confrontation. The importance of diplomacy cannot be overstated, as it remains the most viable path to resolving the ongoing conflict and ensuring the safety and security of all parties involved.
Have you ever wondered how some people make money from home? With a simple method, you can transform your financial situation. Learn more in the link in the description. Don't miss this opportunity.
As we reflect on this historic moment, it is clear that the future of the region hangs in the balance. The decisions made in the coming days and weeks will have lasting implications for global security and the geopolitical landscape. Putin's warning highlights the urgent need for all parties to carefully consider their actions and the potential consequences. For more updates on the evolving situation in Ukraine and international relations, be sure to subscribe and stay informed. The stakes are high, and understanding the dynamics at play is crucial as we witness this critical moment in history. The path forward requires careful navigation, and the world is watching closely as events unfold.